to the stream. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. My voice is a little rough today. I have some allergies that are acting up, so my voice is a little rough today. But I am so happy to be here with everyone today. Hello. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing super duper well today. I'm so happy you all could be here. I'm so sorry. I started so late. I'm sorry I started so late. Everything decided to break last minute, so I was spending a little time fixing it. But hopefully I'm not too late. Hopefully I'm not super duper late. And It's starting. I'm a little off today, you guys. I'm a little off today. I'm sorry. But hopefully we can finish our drawing today. I'm so excited I'm so excited to be here today. Everything's broken. I'm a little off. Twitter had crashed. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to think or feel right now. Everything decided to go wonky, crazy, bonkers today. So, yeah. So I'm just here today. We're gonna finish our drawing from last week, and yeah. That's basically the plan. So I'm just updating Twitter now that it's back. I can't spell. I cannot spell. I don't know how to spell. Let's see. Blink. Do that. Put my phone to charge. My phone is in fact dying. Doing the die. But yeah. Okay. Let's. I don't know if I fixed all my settings, so we'll have to see. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Let's see. Yay! Okay, everything's perfect. Everything's exactly where it needs to be. I'm happy. Okay. I'm really small in the corner. Holy moly! Hold on. Let's see. You know what? No, that's fine. Let me stay small in the corner. I'll be teeny tiny in the corner today. That's perfectly fine. No, I don't want to do all that. Let me see. Do I want to fix myself up? Make myself a little. It's hard to do this with a pen. Hold on. Alright. I guess I have to get to my mouse. You're seeing behind the scenes stuff here, you guys. You're seeing all the good and juicy stuff. There we go. And do that. Okay. Okay, that should be fine, right? That should be fine. That should be good. That should be Gucci. That should be Prada. That should be fine, right? Okay. Everything's broken today. Anyway, let's finish our drawing today. I came to the stream without a plan. So, here I am without a plan. Let's see. Does this layer have anything on it? Nope. So, let's see. This is our ink layer. This is how we're gonna ink it in. Start drawing in the picture. Our picture is, I'm gonna, that's real close. Maybe not that close. Okay. See, I'm not that great with art. This is actually some of the best work I've done on my notepad. Oops. In a long time. I'm not great with art, you guys. I'm not. What? I forgot. Did I forget? Did I forget to mute my Discord? I absolutely did. Oopsie poopsie. Let me do that. Do some D&D. If one of my precious friends is texting me, I should probably text them back. Just so I don't be rude. There we go. 7. Hi, Cal. Hello, hi, good morning, or good evening in your case. I am a little raspy today because allergies. But what's up? How are you? How you feeling? How you doing? How are you? How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're having a super awesome Poggers Day. Hi, Regan. It's also good to see you. It's good to see you too. 7, 8. What, like Resident Evil? How are you guys doing today? That's right, it's technically morning on your end. It's morning on your end. I'd be forgetting you guys live in Upside Down Land. So, good morning to you guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are had a good day and having a good morning, even though it's like super early. Early in the morning for you guys. I'm just here today doing this. I have no other. I have no plans. I came in this with nothing. So as you know, I always come into these streams with no plans whatsoever. I'm just drawing. I'm just doodling. I'm just existing here, having a good time. And what's up with the numbers? What's up with the numbers, you guys? Something I should be concerned about, or is it just a you guys thing? Because I never know when it comes to you two. I never know whether I should be concerned or not. Oops. I don't think I can draw today. My hands are terribly shaky. Absolutely shaky. But yeah, so I woke up this morning with my cat deciding he wanted to choose chaos and climb all over my boob. Just straight up heavy 15-pound cat onto squishy D cups. And I am not mad because I guess I slept too long and my kiddies were hungry. But I wasn't exactly happy to know that my 15-pound booby decided I choose chaos and steps all over my booba. And that wasn't exactly pleasant. It was actually quite painful. On the rare occasions I sleep on my back, I have a big cat jumping on my booba. Not a pleasant feeling. And I couldn't even be mad because he's such a cute little shit. He's such a cute little shit. I couldn't even be mad. But I was kind of mad because he's very heavy. He's a very sweet chunky boy. And that was his way of demanding to get food. It's early in the morning, and my booby has a terrible habit of waking me up well before my alarm goes off to demand food. And it's like I wake up at the same time every day, just so that I could avoid having my cats be all grouchy and upset with me when they don't get their foods. But at the same time, they get so impatient that they end up waking me up before my alarm, and they still end up waiting to eat, until their appropriate time, and I'm just like, you guys are the weirdest. You guys wake me up super early. Booby especially. Booby's the one that likes to wake me up really early for no reason. Like Booby always likes to wake me up. He has a horrible habit of jumping on furniture, and we're trying to train him not to do that, because it's not like, we have a lot of relics that are like very old from different countries that we can't get again, because the way Creator obtains these things is through rather questionable means. So, trying to having things break and then having to recover them because of my cat, it's not exactly ideal, and Creator gets really, really pissy about it. So I have to be super careful in teaching Booby not to jump on stuff, because a lot of those artifacts and relics you can't replace. Can't really replace. Hi, Joelle. Hi, good morning. How are you, friend? I'm happy you can be here. Thank you for being here. Yes, I'm just babbling because I really don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just here babbling on. I'm just here babbling on. Talking about how bad Booby's being. Booby's being a bad kitty because he likes to jump on stuff. Although I think he disappeared. Oh no, he's not. He's hiding under one of my chairs. He's hiding under one of my chairs. He does that from time to time. He likes to hide under things as well. Can be a little bit of an inconvenience. His latest favorite place to be has been Creator's recliner. Up in the house. Whenever Creator wants to like recline and relax, can't really do it because Booby's just like under the chair, and he doesn't. And while he's not super happy with Booby being, mischievous, he also doesn't want to hurt Booby, because Booby, he likes cats. Creator really likes cats. So, it's just a matter of trying not to crush Booby. And, it's a lot of mindful. Booby's just a sweet boy, but he's also very mischievous. Not on purpose. Like, he's just a cat. He's just a cat, and he does his own thing. And, it can be a bit annoying. It can be a bit annoying sometimes to deal with a cat who does his own thing and is just too cute to scold. Because Booby is very cute. Booby's a very cute boy. Booby's a very, very cute boy. So he has the face that you can't really be mad at. So he gets away with a lot. Which isn't good, but, what can you do about it, Booby's a cat. Cat's gonna do what a cat's gonna do. A cat's gonna do what a cat's gonna do. You can't really do very much about it. But, yeah, so, last week when I was doing this, picture, I kind of got into a whole tirade. I was feeling a little down, a little bit of, like, imposter syndrome. Because I get really insecure sometimes when I think about, when I do this. And I think about you guys and, the kind of content I want to give to you guys and stuff like that. And I get a little insecure, and I think that's perfectly normal. Especially if you're in a position where you can only give, like, limited content. And I do want to give you guys better content. And I feel like what I can give you right now is the best that I got right now. And I'm okay. And I've made peace with that. It is stressful when you think about, oh, what can I give to, my fan base? You know, these people who are so lovely and kind to support me. And right now, all I can give you is the best of what I can. At least until I can upgrade. And I'm happy with that. I've come to peace with it. I've come to accept that this is the best of what I got so far. And, you know, some people like it, that's great. And if not, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't give you more, but there are so many amazing and wonderful VTubers out there that have really amazing content that, you know, shouldn't be overlooked. You know, a lot of my friends that come by, like Torakaru and Calvin Frosthill, they're some of the most amazing people who I talk to all the time. And they're very talented streamers, so they're definitely worth checking out. If my content isn't good, you know, isn't good enough. There's a lot of really wonderful VTubers out there that make some seriously great content out there. Let's see, who can I recommend? Omen K is a really good one. He's a fun content creator. Let's see. As I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends who are amazing streamers. Ashley Rosenkrantz, he's also a really good streamer as well. He's fun. Red Velvet, my friend Red, they're also a wonderful streamer. They do these adorable, wholesome Slime Rancher streams, and they're just the sweetest person ever. 100% worth watching. Hayden, who's a Giraffe Boy VTuber, he's also great. He's also really funny, super high energy. I absolutely adore watching his videos because he's super duper high energy, and he's so much fun, and super chaotic, and I thoroughly enjoy watching his videos as well. It's a lot of really awesome VTuber friends. You guys check them out. You gotta check them out. And then of course you got the big name ones like Iron Mouse and everybody from Nichi Sanji, Ian, and Hololive and Vishojo, and you know, all those big names too. So there's always someone out there for everyone, and you know, I think that's pretty awesome. When you go into the VTuber community and you're like looking for a specific kind of entertainment, and then you get the vibe from the kind of VTuber that you want to follow, and it's really nice, you know. There's really a lot of talented, amazing people in the community, and they all deserve love. They all deserve some love because they're all super talented, super awesome. You know. I know I'm not everybody's I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. I accept that perfectly fine. You know, sometimes I don't even feel like I'm my own cup of tea, but you know, it is what it is. You do the best you do the best you can with what you have. And that's what I like to do. I like to do the best that I can with what I have, because that's what I have is all I have. And some people like it, some people don't, and that's perfectly okay. You know, I haven't had the pleasure of experiencing haters yet, and nor do I want to, because the idea of dealing with people who just hate me for the sake of hating me kind of gives me massive anxiety. But I'm thoroughly prepared for that kind of confrontation as well, because like I said, I'm well aware that I'm not everybody's, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everyone's favorite homebrew. I'm not everybody's taste. I'm not to everybody's taste, and that's completely valid and fine. What I never understand is why people just want to express how much they hate another content creator for simply existing, when it's a lot easier to kind of just not watch their content. Like, why does it have to be known that, you hate this particular streamer, or you hate this particular YouTuber or content creator? Like, why do you have to make it known that this is not the quality of content that you're expecting from somebody that you're watching, when it's so much easier to just not, just kind of keep your mouth shut. Sometimes it's easy to keep your mouth shut, because it's like, I get it, if, like, someone came to my comment section and said, oh, I hate your content. I respect that wholeheartedly. Like, you don't have to like my content, nor am I encouraging you to, adjust yourself to my content. If I'm not your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. However, what's not okay is coming on saying, like, insulting the content creator and telling them, that they're this terrible person, whatever, because of their content, or this, that, and the third. And then it's just like, well, I understand you don't like my content, but there's no reason for you to say such terrible things to me, Like, I haven't experienced that yet, and I really hope I don't, but I know that realistically it's inevitable. Because I know one day I'm going to have enough people following me, and there's always going to be someone who's going to be salty or hating or genuinely just doesn't like me and will say something terrible, and I'm fully prepared for that. I mean, it kind of comes with the hazard of being a content creator, regardless if you're a VTuber or a YouTuber and stuff like that. And I'm fully prepared to deal with it, but at the same time, it's just why have your opinion on such a trivial thing? Why do you have to be like, oh well, I don't like you, so now I have to insult you or make you feel really bad because I don't like you? Like, that's silly. Like, if you don't like somebody's content, that's perfectly okay. No one will force you to watch their content. But why is it that you would have to, like, be the person to say, hey, I don't like your content, so I'm going to make you feel bad about it? Like, what's the purpose of that? Like, there's no real rhyme or reason for doing such a thing. It's just hate for the sake of hate, and that's silly. Like, if you don't like something, don't watch it. Plain and simple. Why hurt the feelings and ruin the day of other people who genuinely do like this person's content and wants to enjoy it? Like, I think it's just silly. I see people say, oh, I get hate for this, that, and the third. I don't know why I get the hate, and that's perfectly valid, and there's people who do get the hate and absolutely deserve it. Because, they say something or do something that's absolutely inappropriate or not okay. And a lot of people were like, hey, well, what you said is not okay. It's like, there's constructive criticism and then there's hate. Some people would say, like, if I said something really, really indiscriminate to get myself, that would get me canceled, though I didn't intend or mean to say it in a way that sounded that way, then yeah, I would be like, please point out anything that I'm doing wrong, because sometimes I don't realize. Like, I want to say right now, I have autism, so sometimes I'll say things and I mean something else, and it can be a bit of a, like, I'm not going to use that as a crutch, absolutely not, but at the same time, I do have these issues that sometimes I'll say things and mean something else, or I'll just struggle entirely. Like, I have a lot of disabilities. I am unfortunate to have a lot of disabilities. Fortunate to still be functioning, but it can be quite difficult. And talking about, like, my autism, it's not something I typically like to point out. But I do have these kind of quirks where I can struggle with communicating sometimes, and it's not, it can be a real challenge. It can, and it's like it can definitely be like a real struggle sometimes to say what you mean or mean what you say, and yeah, and sometimes I just don't understand some things. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing to explain to people who just don't, if you get it, you get it, some people are like, oh, explain your disabilities or explain your illnesses. And I'm like, I have a lot of illnesses and disabilities that I struggle with. Even as an adult, I'm managed. I'm used to it, but it can be a struggle sometimes, And not being really neurotypical is pretty common, I think. It's a lot more common than most people think it is. But at the same time, a lot of people don't know how to handle that kind of thing, because it's not something people typically would either think about or are used to, But if I ever say anything, I would love for, like, people to say, hey, you said something that kind of sounded sus. Do you want to explain yourself, or do you want to redact that? Or like, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that, Sometimes I say things and mean something else. It frustrates my friends. I have friends that I talk to and I get really into heated things, and I'll say one thing and I'll be like, no, I mean like this. And they'll be like, how did you get to this this from this, and I'm just like, I have to explain my train of thought, and it's like a whole, it ends up being like a whole convoluted thing, and I'm like, well, this is my thought process. Is that not how normal people think? You know? Like most people? And like, apparently not. But, no, you know, it's, see, what I mean? I got off a whole other tangent. Yeah, but people, I don't know what I'll talk, I don't know what I'll talk about. The community, yes, VTuber community is pretty awesome. I like it very much. I struggle with being in communities, like fandoms and stuff like that. But so far, I've been really happy with being in the VTuber community. Like, everyone's been super cool. And I've already made so many wonderful friends, and I love this community so much. But, like, no community is without its problems, of course. You know, you always have those people who are haters, who are drama starters, who just want, you know, who just want to cause problems, and I think you find that everywhere. And then, of course, you got the people, the supposed fans that also like to say, hey, you know, I don't like your content. I think you're really dumb. I think, you know, and again, like I said, that sort of thing is super unnecessary. Like, if you don't like someone, and this goes for everybody, not just like people who are content creators, but people who consume content, people who, make content and trash other people's content. Like, content is made for the people who want to enjoy it. Okay, if it's not your thing, don't have to watch it, you know? That's kind of the beauty of freedom of choice. If you don't like someone's content, you don't have to watch it. You can easily click off the video, click off the VOD, click off the, you know, the stream, click off, you know, just click off the site in general if you're really unhappy with somebody's content. Like, or just watch somebody else, you know? Like, you don't have to make it known that you hate somebody's content, because that accomplishes nothing but making you look like a butt. And that's kind of a crappy thing to do, especially for somebody who works really, really hard to produce content that other people do enjoy. You know, like, one person's opinion is not the majority. And your opinion, at the end of the day, doesn't matter if, you know, if you're, like, trying to put somebody down. Because there's clearly a whole bunch of other people who thoroughly enjoy this kind of content that people create. Like, I've had someone tell me, oh, VTubing is kind of stupid, it's kind of cringe. And I'm like, well, then it's not for you, and that's okay. And then people will be like, well, why do it if it's so cringe? You know, other people won't enjoy it. But there's people who do. Like, I enjoy VTubers. Before I even started VTubing, I watched VTubers, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching them. They were fun and so personable and so unique. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me having issues with people who do things like that. I do have issue with people who do things like that, because it's like, no one's asking for your opinion. You know, if you really dislike something, then you don't have to stay. No one's forcing you to stay. No one is holding up a shooty to your temple and saying, hey, you have to watch this or else. No. Freedom of choice is a beautiful human right, and you being able to choose not to watch somebody's content because you don't like it is perfectly valid. But it's not okay to put somebody's work down and insult the content creator because you're not happy with the content they create. You know? Because, you know, it's just not for you. There's no reason to be that way. And sorry, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just one of those things that really annoys me about any kind of community or fandom. The gatekeeping and the, oh, you're not a legitimate creator, or, oh, your content is stupid, you should do something that I like. You know, if it really is one of those things where it's like, you're a minority among the majority of people who watch somebody's content and enjoy somebody's content. If you don't like somebody's content, you're more than welcome not to watch. And it goes on the flip side too. If you're watching your favorite content creator and they make something that you don't like, and you're like, oh, I don't like this, why don't you do this instead? That's not okay either. Because at the end of the day, the person who's creating the content is the one who's in charge. I had that happen really early on with somebody who popped into my stream and was like, oh, you seem cool. And then when I mentioned starting doing like reading streams, they were like, oh, I don't like reading streams. And my response was simply, oh, if you don't like it, you don't have to tune in for them, but I appreciate your support regardless for all my other content. And I don't know where that person has went. I don't know if they subscribed or not. I don't know if they even watch my videos. And that's perfectly okay. Like, at the end of the day, their choice is their choice, and I still do what I have to do for my content. You know, not like, if you don't like reading streams, you don't have to. If you like a person's content, a creator's content, but not specific content, like a certain game or a certain event that they're doing, that's okay not to watch. It's perfectly valid. However, it's not okay to, like, you know, say that they to try to take the control away from them. Like no. This is my channel. I will make what I choose to make. If you don't like reading streams, then you don't have to be here for a reading stream. That's okay. I'm not gonna cry over it because, you know, other people will enjoy it, and, you know, that's valid as well. But I refuse to have other people tell me what I can and cannot make on my own channel, you know? Like, I will take suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm always open to ideas. But I am not the type of person. I am not the type of person that appreciates being told what I can and cannot do on my own channel. I will take absolute offense to it, and I will, if it becomes a problem, end up banning the person who is instigating the issue, because first off, I always want my, like, for me personally, I want my channel to be a place of peace. I want people to come and, like, start their day off or end their day having a good time, being with me, being able to chat, be silly with me, stuff like that. I don't want drama. I don't want drama that's being in this place. This is a drama-free place, and I prefer to keep it that way. And for someone to be like, well, I want you to make this because I like watching you, but I want you to do it like this and not this, it's not something I abide by. Not at all. Like, if you had your own channel, then yeah, do you. I don't care. You make the content you want to create. However, you can't tell somebody else to make content that you want and demand it like they owe you something. Like, no one owes you crap. And for someone to be like, oh, well, I want you to make this content for me specifically. I'm like, no. No, I can respect that you don't like certain content that I might create. That's perfectly valid. I respect that, and I absolutely will not judge you for, you know, saying that, oh, I don't like a certain content. That's fine. That is valid and perfectly okay. What is not okay is telling somebody what to do on their own, like, content platform, and that's not okay. Like, I don't know. No. That goes for, like, any artist, like, anybody who's, like, who creates content. Anybody who creates content, if that's, like artists too, like, it's different if it's, like, a specifically commissioned piece, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But at the same time, it's, like, also, like, hey, why don't you draw it more like Banksy style, or more like this, or more like that? Like, no, I draw the style. You're here to draw. You're here because you like my art style. I'm not gonna emulate someone else's art style, and, you know, for the sake of your own likes. I don't know. It's maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I guess I'm the type of person that likes when content creators have, like, total creative freedom to do what they want, you know. And when you take that away from somebody, it sucks. Like, don't like, you're here for somebody's content and what they do. Don't take that power away from them because you don't like a certain thing that they're doing in terms of content creation. Like, if you don't like reading streams, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to stay for reading streams. You know, if you like their other content, like drawing streams, or you know, sit down and chats, That's fine. You can stay for that. But don't completely demean another creator for the content they choose to create. You know, don't put them down. Don't try to take away their control. That's not okay. You know, just be supportive. You know, if you don't like a certain content thing that they do, don't watch it. Plain and simple. You know. You know, if you don't like a specific content creator in general, then that's also fine. You know, just don't tell them that you hate them. Like, there's no point in that instead of just inciting drama. Like, that's all it is inciting drama. It's silly. It's silly, and it's a waste of energy for on everybody's part. You know, it's just a waste of time. Like, why be that person, you know? It's so silly. It's so silly. One eye always looks higher than the other. Hold on. I think. Yeah, so. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Can I draw a straight line? Ha, no. What are straight lines? Let's see. But yeah, let's see. Do. Too close. Yeah, okay, that's good. I think that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough. Think you guys think that's good enough? I think it's good enough. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Alright, let's zoom out. Alright, starting to look good. What do you guys think? Starting to look good. Hold on. I'm gonna nitpick just a little bit. Just a teeny bit. Just a minute bit. Just a bit. Yeah, okay. Just gonna nitpick ever so little bit. I'm just a little bit of nitpicking. Just some small stuff, just Just a tiny bit of... Nope. I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is one of the one things I like about digital drawings, that I have more room for error. Like if I was to do this on a pencil and paper, I would be nitpicking to the point of paper ripping, and that would be a waste of my time. I just want to make sure these lines are nice and neat, as neat as I can get them. Just making sure everything makes sense. Nice and neat, nice and clean. I know it's probably really early in the sketch to be nitpicking, but I'm going to do it anyway because I can. I'm going to nitpick as much as I want to because this is my drawing and I have a right to do so. There we go. I like how the eyes... I don't know what it is about eyes. Drawing anime eyes. I like drawing anime eyes. I don't know why. It feels so much fun to do. I think the least favorite thing I like to draw are like hands and feet, because I'm really bad at hands and feet. Like how do hands work? How do hands work is my okay. Alright. Ta-da! It looks passable. It looks okay. It does the job, I think. What do you guys think? It looks okay? It looks good? It looks fine? It looks dandy? I think it looks fine. I think it looks okay. Let's see. Let's fix up some small stuff, like thin out this finger a little bit. That finger does not need to be as thick as it is. Okay, fix that line. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Why is it? Nope, there we go. Whoop. Okay. Just cleaning up some of these thick lines. Just making everything make sense. At this point, it's just a bit of cleanup, and then I'll put some color to her. What color? I don't know. Let's see, auto-saving. So, tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow's stream. Let's see. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be an interactive one, you guys. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be interactive. It's gonna be you guys telling me what to write. I will have either a Word document or a notepad up, and we're gonna write a story, you and me. We're gonna create the most scuffed up story we could ever create. The reason I say that is because I've wanted to try to do something more interactive with the stream lately. I really wanted to do something where you guys had a lot more input, a lot more say on what to do and what to say. So I really wanted to do like this kind of writing stream where I give you guys the power of what I should create. And I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know if I'll even have enough viewers to do this. Because if it's not something that you guys are interested in or want to do, we can always do something else. I have no problem doing anything else for you guys. If the writing stream is not something that catches your fancy, and that's perfectly okay. I would like to be able to do more for you guys. I'd like to be able to give you guys more content that you guys can enjoy. I just figured you might enjoy, a little something strange, a little something different, in terms of like content creation. Give you guys some power of control over me every once in a while, not in that weird way, but in the content creation way. But yeah, I figure why not let you guys have more control over what I do. That way, writing a story is a great way to do that because, you guys can tell me what to write and I will have no choice but to do it. And I would love to be able to see what we can create together, Like, for me, that sounds like the most fun. Creating something together. Let's go closer. Closer. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I feel like today I'm a little bit off, you guys. I feel a little sicky. I feel a little under the weather. This hot weather that we've been having here on my end has been very, very uncomfortable. I don't do well with hot weather. It really does make me kind of ill. So I always end up feeling extremely lousy during the summer for that reason. Plus I have like perpetual allergies. So I'm miserable in two different ways. I'm hot sick and then I'm allergy sick. So I end up feeling really lousy most days. And I guess today it's not one of those days where I'm just not super talkative, which is rare. So normally like you can never shut me up, but today it's just like one of those days where I don't know what to say. I genuinely don't know what to say. I don't have much to say. I said what I said about some things and that was it. I don't know. It's just one of those things you have to think about when you do like content creation and stuff. It's like, what kind of content do I want to give you guys? What kind of content can I give you guys? What kind of content would you guys like? And whether or not you would like to interact with some kind of content. I don't know. I guess I'm still learning a lot. I have some like I said, I made amazing VTuber friends, and they've been wonderful in giving me advice and helping me. And I love them very much. Like, I know I say like, oh, I love them. Like, I do. I have a lot of love for my VTubers. I have a lot of love for all my friends, whether they're VTubers or streamers or regular people who do like regular jobs. I love all my friends. I have a lot of love to give. I'm that type of person that just has a lot of love to give, and I do give it freely because life's too short. Life's too short to like be hateful, or be like negative. Like, I see the way the world is sometimes, and I'm just like, I get so tired. I get really tired of watching how people just treat each other very badly, and I'm like, why spend all this time spreading so much negativity and hate in the world? The world is falling apart as it is. Why add to that, Why continue to fuel the fire of all this anger and negativity? I mean, you can be a force for, like, more positive things, Life is very short. Life is very short, and to be spending it just being so angry and full of hate and negativity, I don't get it. I don't see the appeal in just spreading these kind of negative feelings all the time. It feels just like a waste of time. And I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I see people in the world, they're like, it makes me happy I live in a basement. It really does, because it's like, sometimes I wish I could be among the humans and be like, I'm one of you, but at the same time, I'm happy I'm not, like, normally among humans, because I see the way everyone treats each other, I'm like, it's so silly. Like, why treat each other so poorly? What's the point? What, so you can feel good for a few moments? Like, do something else to feel good for a few moments. Don't put somebody else down for whatever reason. You know, don't mock somebody's work. Don't mock somebody's appearance. Don't invalidate a person's existence. Like, why waste the energy to do that? What do you gain from that, you know? Like, I think the world would be a much happier place if people could just learn not to, you know, spread the anger and hate that they internalize for whatever reason. You know, or even better, like, the no hate in general. I mean, you can just, like, I miss being able to say I disagree with somebody without having to feel like I've offended them in a great way. And, you know, it's really difficult to say, you know, especially nowadays where everyone wants to have their opinion heard and have it matter, and while that's completely valid, everyone wants to be heard, everyone wants to feel validated. It's not okay to demean a person's existence because you disagree, or, you know, just because you disagree with their ideals or thoughts or whatever the case may be. Like, that's absolutely not okay. You know, just because you disagree doesn't mean that someone should have to follow you. You know, you. Like, I see a lot of people argue about, you know, personal choices. Let's just say it like that, personal choices. And personal choices are, again, personal. Where a reason why a person chooses to do certain things is up to the individual and no one else. But people have have made it an art form of saying, "Hey, I don't believe in that, so you shouldn't do it," kind of thing, you know. And it has become a massive problem because, while striving to have your opinions heard and validated, you're completely invalidating and taking away the choices and opinions of another person. And the whole beauty of being, you know, individuals is that, again, we're individuals. We have our own thoughts and our own feelings and our own opinions and our own beliefs, and that should be respected, even if you disagree with them, because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect you. It affects the person who made these choices to believe in this, that, and the third, or to not believe in this, that, and the third. Like this whole pro-life, pro-choice stuff that's been happening lately. Like, I'm absolutely pro-choice. I believe that a person should do with their body whatever they choose to do, and it shouldn't, you know, matter what I think or what my feelings are, because at the end of the day, it's not a choice that affects me. You know, but there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, well, your choice is your own, but it affects me. But, like, no, like, that's not how that works. Like, if I choose to get a tattoo on my butt that says exit only, and let's say, like, my creator absolutely disagrees with that, he has all the freedom and right to disagree, but he can't stop me from not getting it, you know? If I want to get an exit only tattoo on my left butt cheek, I can, because it's my body and it's my choice. I choose to put on it whatever I want, or not. I can get a tattoo removed if I wanted to, and that's my choice. However, for someone to say, "Oh, I don't like tattoos, so you can't get one," it's not okay, because that's not a choice that another person should make for anybody. You know what I mean? And that's what baffles me the most about humans. Like every other person, like, they make it everybody's business. They make it their own business what someone else chooses to do with their body. but then will complain if the person who chooses, if I want to get if I get that tattoo and then I want to get it removed, then it's like, oh, well, that's your problem now. You chose to have this tattoo. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have gotten that tattoo. Now you have to deal with it on your own forever. I'm not going to help you get it removed or help you pay for it to get it taken care of. You know what I mean? And it's stupid. And then they chastise me like, oh, you got a tattoo. That was your choice. You could have, you could have prevented that by not getting a tattoo in the first place. And it's like, I like tattoos. I would love to get, I've had tattoos before and I just didn't want, I wanted this one, but then I just didn't want to have it anymore. Or this is a tattoo I got a long time ago and regret and just want to take care of it, or this tattoo was a mistake and, I wanted to get it removed before it, started causing damage. Or was completed so that way I could feel less pain when it's removed. But, a lot of people are like, well, you got that tattoo, now you have to deal with it. You have to either finish it or, not have gotten it in the first place. And that's like the stupidest, reasoning. Like, if I wanted a tattoo, I can have a tattoo. If I want to remove a tattoo because I'm not happy with the way it is, or I just got it on a whim and regret doing it, or even worse, like it was like forced on me because someone was insistent that they paid a tattoo for me, even though I was like, hey, I don't exactly want one right now, but thank you anyway. Then it's like, oh, well, that's your fault. You shouldn't have gotten the tattoo in the first place. You should have prepared more for wanting a tattoo. It's a lifelong commitment. Like, that's just terrible. Like, if I wanted a tattoo, that's my choice. If I ended up getting a tattoo because I don't know, like, let's say it was on a whim, or I wasn't thinking properly, or I was drinking with friends and I ended up getting a tattoo. Or I got pressured into a friend who really wanted to buy me a tattoo, even though I didn't want to buy a tattoo. I shouldn't still have to feel bad about getting a tattoo, you know what I mean? I should be able to say, hey, I want this tattoo, or hey, I got this tattoo and regret it, or hey, this tattoo was a mistake because I was, not thinking clearly, or was a little bit inebriated and it happened, and, no one should be like, say like, oh, well, now you have to live with it, that's the consequence of your actions, and I don't believe in tattoos, and you got one anyway, so, or, there's things like that, silly little things like that, like, it's so silly, like, just because, you got the tattoo, I don't believe in tattoos, but now you gotta deal with the consequence of getting a tattoo. Like, that's so silly. Like, why do things like that? Like, just because, or like, oh, I don't believe in getting tattoo removal, so you can't get one. Like, that's so silly. Like, no one should have to tell anybody, like, what they can and can't do with their bodies. No one should tell anybody what they can and can't do, the things they like or don't like, or, it's silly. It's silly. Like, if I want a tattoo, I'll get a tattoo. But if I don't want a tattoo, I won't get a tattoo. Or if I have a tattoo that I desperately regret, I will want to remove that tattoo before it's something that I end up hating for the rest of my life, or makes me absolutely miserable for the rest of my life. And that doesn't mean I should stop getting tattoos altogether, It just means I have to be more responsible with getting my tattoos and having the means of that education of, there's tattoo parlors that teach you about the pros and cons of tattoos, what to expect, how to prevent making these kind of mistakes of getting impulsive tattoos, or what to do when you have a tattoo and you're not exactly sure how you feel about it because the artist is like sus or whatever. Like, things like that is super important. Things like that is super important. A lot of people discount that. Or if you get like, or if you go to like a tattoo parlor because you have like an infected tattoo, because you know this human skin is very strange and does weird things to protect itself. Or you know, or you feel like you're having a reaction to a tattoo. Or if you're trying to, or if you even want to check that you can even have a tattoo. You know, you're not like allergic to ink or something. Or have difficulty processing the ink in your body. You know, things like that is super important on tattoo parlors. But a lot of people only see a tattoo, or even want a piercing. Or if you even want a piercing because you're not a fan of tattoos. You know, these are things that tattoo parlors are super like important for. Hi, Red. How are you doing today? Good morning. And it is. I'm talking about how people don't like just the strangeness of human beings. You know, I think that things like tattoos and piercings are choices that no other person should be making for any other person. You know what I mean? Cause I find human behavior really strange sometimes. Like, oh, you know, I don't believe in tattoos, so I don't believe in tattoo removal, so you shouldn't get a tattoo removal. Like, that sort of thing is silly to me, you know? And tattoo parlors are super important for that reason. Like, you get educated, because a lot of people don't know how tattoos, you know, what the consequences of tattoos on the body, or whether or not you want a tattoo in the future. Or if you don't want a tattoo in the future and you want, like, piercings, so that way, you know, you get something cool. You know, the whole thing is that people shouldn't make other people's choices if it doesn't affect them in the long run. If I want to have a tattoo, no one can stop me from having a tattoo. If I want to have a piercings, no one can stop me from having piercings. Because at the end of the day, that's my body and my choice. And I get to make the choice for myself. I needle to make sure it's right for me. You are very, very right. Exactly, and sometimes both is not good for people. No one wants piercings or tattoos, and that's okay. Some people want both piercings and tattoos, and that's also okay. But you also have to be really safe about piercings and tattoos. You know, you can't just be like, you know, if you don't want to get a new piercing and you want to get a tattoo instead, that's okay. As long as you're making the choice for yourself and that's what you want. At the end of the day, what a person does to their body is their choice. And excuse me. And anyone that says otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about, and has no right in telling people what to do. You know what I mean? No one like. I know it's such a silly thing for me to complain about, but it's one of those things that really irk me, because it's like people just get so angry over the idea of, oh, you know, you're getting a tattoo, that's against my belief, and you shouldn't get it because it's against my belief. Like, what does your belief have to do with my choices, you know? If I choose to have a tattoo, I can have as many tattoos or as little tattoos as I want. And if I don't want a tattoo, then tattoo removal should be an option that I have that is safe and that's safe and affordable and effective. So that way I can continue making better choices for myself in the future. So that way one day when I do want a tattoo, it'll be because I want a tattoo and not because I feel pressured to having a tattoo, you know? Same with piercings. I should be able to have piercings if I want to and not be told that I should have them or not. I think that's the beautiful thing about human choice, is that we make the choices for ourselves that we want to better ourselves, you know, for our wants and needs and not for anyone else's. But a lot of people, I notice a lot of humans want to take away that choice for other people, and I'm like, but why? What does their choice have to do in your life, you know? Like, does their choice really affect you that much that you have to make it your mission to stop them from making their own choices? That's so silly. It's so silly. That's a silly way of thinking. Like, I'd rather get a tattoo when I want to and get a piercings when I want to, and not have somebody tell me whether I can and can't have them. Or tattoo and piercing removals if I'm not happy with the tattoos and piercings that I may have. That should still be my choice. It shouldn't be anyone else's but my own. But you know how some people are. Some humans are just silly that way. Some humans are just silly little humans that way. Yeah, like, no one has the right to take away free will, right? Like, people always want to use belief as a way to validate their reasonings, and I'm like, but we're all born with free will. We have freedom of choice. If you take away freedom of choice, that doesn't make you a good person. It makes you one of the very people that you're supposed to be, like, not okay with, you know? Like, only evil people take away other people's free will, so why take away mine? Why take away my freedom of choice? Why be an evil person? Why be the very thing that you're trying not to, you're trying to prevent? And like I said, I think it's very silly. I think it's very, very silly how people want to justify doing certain things, and use, like, belief systems to do that. Like, that's just wrong. Like, you can't do that. It's not okay. Especially for those people who have this belief system that are genuinely good people and genuinely do think that everybody has a choice. And it makes them look like foolish people too, because it's like, hey, we respect other people's choices even if we don't believe it, because that's how that's how it works. And then you have other people who are like, well, I don't believe in this because this, that, and the third, so no one else should have the right to do so, and that's not okay. That's not okay. Everyone should have the right to believe in what they believe in. Everyone should have the right to make the choices that best suit them and their lifestyle. Not everybody wants to have tattoos. Not everybody wants to have piercings. Not everybody wants to, do this or do that, or want to believe in this or want to believe in that. And I think that's what's the beautiful thing about being a human. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, that the fact that you have these rights, these divine given rights are, it's an amazing thing. But other humans who are very selfish and very stubborn don't want to understand that what they're doing is taking away that right. And that's not okay. I don't think it's okay. But I'm just a small cat girl in a sea of very many other people who may agree with me and who may not agree with me. And if you disagree with me, that's okay. But I also respect the fact that my thoughts and opinions are also valid, because I am a person at the end of the day, and I also have my own thoughts and feelings and beliefs that I do want to stick by, and that's what gets me through the day, because I'm simply a person. At the end of the day, I'm only a person. Thank you! Thank you, Red. I'm doing the best that I can. This time I'm putting effort. It's like this last stream and this stream, I decided to put in effort in my drawings, because I wanted to do better. Oop, too close. Ah! I'm ruining everything. Okay, there we go. I don't like her jawline. Her jawline's bothering me. But then again, like I said, this is all me nitpicking. This is just me nitpicking at the end of the picture. Get a little closer. A little up close and personal. I should make it a bit bigger. There we go. Thank you! Red, I'm much better at pencil and paper drawing than I am at digital art, but I find digital art has its own pros as well. Like, I like being able to erase my lines as much as I want and neaten up my lines without it looking super janky. Just erase this line and redraw it. That's fine. Just smooth it out. We'll just smooth it out. Yeah, like I said, humans are funny. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder about humans. Sometimes I wonder how would they survive if like they knew aliens existed. Like I'm not saying aliens exist. I'm not saying aliens exist, but they may or may not exist in my sub basement, and they are very strange. They're very strange creatures. I always wonder how humans would. I always wondered how humans would react to aliens. I don't think they would react as well as most people would think. Like in those movies where aliens come to visit planets and the first instinct is for like the military to go and start boom banging, shooting in the sky. And I'm like, that's part of the course on human behavior. Like, you never know. Like, I've met some really interesting anomalies and creatures and aliens. Am I allowed to say aliens? I'm allowed to say aliens, right? I'm gonna say aliens. Extraterrestrials, beings that have been very pleasant and would come to the planet for research, like philanthropic. I guess philanthropic would be the right word. Like research, like just kind of like, hey, we came to study your planet because it looks interesting and you don't mean no harm. We just, we're just people here. We're just individual people here, learning, wanting to learn about other life forms and stuff. But how humans are. They see aliens and they'll be like, oh, they're gonna, eat our brains and conquer our planet. And that's not always the case. That's not always the case. Most times, other species come to our planet to learn about us, because it's not every day you meet other life forms. So instead of like, trying to attack them, to kill them and dissect them, they were like, oh well, we're here to just study your humanness. You're just here to study your humanness and see what's going on. But you know how humans are. Humans are strange. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Jack. Hi. I'm here. I'm just babbling on because I genuinely have nothing much to say. So I'm just babbling about whatever comes into my brain goo. And I'm drawing. I'm finishing up our drawing. I'm just doing some line work and stuff like that. I'm okay. A little raspy because of allergies, but otherwise I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm just, like I said, I've just been babbling. I've just been babbling a lot. But you guys, now that you're here, I really, really need all of you guys to come to my stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is a chat run stream. We're going to be writing a story together. And it's really, really important if you guys come. That way, we can write a story together. You guys have full creative control. I am just the hands that do the typing. You guys tell me what to write, and I will write it. As long as it's safe for work. I'm not putting anything highly inappropriate in my story because I don't want this video to get flagged by the Big Mommy YouTube. But yeah, so I've just been doodling. I've been doodling. I think I might start adding some color. I colors. I don't know. But how are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing? I'm so happy you guys can make it. It makes me super happy. Yeah, I would love to be able to write a story for you guys. I have no ideas on story writing, so I would like it. I would like it if you guys would tell me what to do. You guys are the ones with the power. I am simply the medium of which you use me for. Something to create? We could work on Creator's origin story. He doesn't talk very much about himself, so maybe we can make one up for him. That'd be so fun. That would be fun. Oh my gosh, that would actually be really, really fun. We can create we can make up an origin story for Creator and one for me. I know how I was born, but it's not very exciting. Nicholas, you were streaming too? Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. I hope your art stuff came out great. I really do. I hope your art stuff came out great. Let's see. I want to use the spray can. I'm going to use the spray can. I'm gonna use a spray can. Why not? Let's see, what color should we use? I want to give her. Let's give her reddish hair, like natural redheadish color, natural redhead color. Why not? Book. No, airbrush, please. Oh, okay. Ooh, pretty. Maybe a little more red. Oh, you don't? Wait. Oh, I see. I don't know. Try refreshing the chat, Jack. Try refreshing the chat. Everything's been a little wonky lately. Twitter was down earlier today, which kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh no, how am I gonna let my sweet flufos know that I'm going live? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys would know already that I'm going live, but at the same time, it's like, oh no. Oh, that feels too dark. There we go. A little lighter. A lighter red. A lighter red looks a little redder. Okay, I like that color. There we go. Give her some red hair. Why not? Yeah, if you don't see the chat, because sometimes that happens even when I'm watching other people's streams too. If it's not showing up right away, just refresh the chat. It tends to happen sometimes. I think that's just a YouTube thing. But if it doesn't show up, just try refreshing the chat. But you guys, talk to me. Tell me about your days. Tell me about how you guys are doing. Because I don't know. I don't have very much to say today. I think I've said all that I had in my brain goo that's been bothering me. Otherwise, I have nothing much to say. Nothing new has really been happening lately. Oh, I should probably mention next week's stream schedule might be a little different because there's some personal life events that's going on with me next week, so my stream schedule might be a little different next week. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. That's a little something different to look forward to. What else? I don't know. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot that's been going through my brain, but not a lot that I can really say, like, out loud, because a lot of it's kind of personal. I don't know. I guess it's one of those streams where I'm just more thoughtful than anything, and I just don't know how to express it in a way that's not going to get me in trouble, or that's just, like, in a way that I can talk about it in a vague sense. I don't know. I don't know. With everything that's been happening lately with people in the world and with humans, it's just, I don't know. My brain has been put in a little bit of a sad place. Because it's just like, the way people treat each other lately has been super sad, and it's been really sad. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. I'm sorry you're sick, Red. I hope you feel 100 times better soon, because getting sick sucks, especially in the summer. Getting sick in the summer is like the worst. Like, I feel you. I get colds in the summer a lot too. But I really hope you feel better soon, and I hope you're back to your cheery, happy self. But yeah, like I said, like, people, just the way people have been lately, it's a little, I guess it's a little bit of a downer. I guess I've been feeling down because I see all the things that happen on the news and on Twitter and on Facebook and all that stuff. It's just like, people are so full of anger and malice and hate for anything that's different. And it gets me scared to come out sometimes. Because I am different. I'm a cat. And it gets me really scared to, like, expose myself sometimes. Because what if someone sees me and they have a negative reaction to me? They try to attack me because, I'm not what's seen in the norm. And that gets to be a very scary thought. It gets to be a very scary thought that I could be, the sweetest person in the world, and there'll be people out there who want to hurt me. That's a really scary thought. Sometimes I don't like thinking that way, because I know there are a lot more good people out there than there are bad, but at the same time, it's like the world we live in is very cruel at times. And I think it's the most unfortunate thing that, people treat each other with so much anger and hate. I think it's really sad. I think people should have a little bit more love for each other, because at the end of the day, we're all people with our own problems and our own lives. And, why spend all that time being hateful towards each other? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty isolated a lot. Due to the nature of my being. And of course my poor health. So I tend to be isolated a lot more. And times I do want to go outside and interact with people, I get so scared, because it's like, what if you hate me because I think differently than you, and, I get hurt because of it. Like, it's very scary, It's a very scary experience. It's not like I haven't experienced that before. I absolutely have. I used to get bullied quite a lot. But this is different than bullying. This is very much malice, and it's scary, It's malice for the sake of malice. It's not even, like, logical. It's not logical at all. It's just hate for the sake of hate and anger for the sake of anger, and it's terrifying. Like, people are fighting so much for control over what other people do that it's taking away people's freedoms of choice, freedoms of autonomy, freedoms of, expression. That if you have a difference in opinion, you're automatically a pariah. And it's so disheartening, especially in such an age where technology and technology and medicine and science has been at its best than it's ever have in the entire history of the human race. And you're spending all this time trying to say, oh no, all that is wrong, all that is not true, all that is not right, because I feel like this and I feel like that. Like, it's bonkers. In terms of everything, Nicholas, in terms of everything. Like, I can't have an opinion without somebody getting mad, and it's scary sometimes. It doesn't matter. You could be the most likable person and the most agreeable person. There's always going to be someone who's going to hate you because of whatever reason, And it can be really scary. Oops, wrong button. It can be really scary. Like, we live in an age where having a difference of opinion can get you hurt, and that's really scary. Like, we shouldn't be at this point. We're so much better. Like, humans are so much better than that. We have so much more intelligence and logic and, capacity for love and care and understanding, but we all choose to, I'm not saying everyone does that. Not everyone does it. There's a lot of very wonderful, amazing, compassionate, brilliant, logical people out there. But there's also those people who just spend their time wanting to hate and be angry because they don't feel like they're being heard, or they don't feel like they're being justified, which, if you're feeling hurt because you're not feeling justified, that's extremely valid. But at the end of the day, you can't take away someone else's point of validity because you're not feeling valid. That's not fair. Okay, you can't say, oh, well, no one agrees with me, so I'm gonna make you feel like garbage because, no one should agree with you, everyone should agree with me, or whatever the case is. And that's just so silly. Yeah, I keep quiet too, but sometimes there's sometimes being quiet is also like a bad choice because it's like, oh, well, what, you don't have an opinion? Oh, you don't want to say anything? Oh, so you're just gonna agree like that? You're just gonna follow the herd like a sheep? Like, it doesn't matter. There's no satisfying anybody. When you deal with people like that, there's no satisfying anyone. If you stay quiet, you just follow the crowd. If you have a difference of opinion, you're just an instigator and a troublemaker, or a radical, or someone who's uber radical and just wants to like see the world burn. Like, there's no pleasing anybody. It's just no one knows how to respect. No one knows how to respect anybody's opinion, no matter what it is, whether it's political, religious, personal choices. Like, it gets too out of hand. It gets too out of hand, and I think people forgot what it means to respect differences and the freedom of choice as a divine given right, Like, people forget that we as humans have the right to make choices. Even from like a religious point of view, like that's also something that we have. We have the right to say, hey, this is our choice. You can't take away that choice even if you disagree with me. But a lot of people fight for the control because it's it's what humans get brainwashed to do. They just be like, oh, well, I don't agree with this, so you shouldn't do it. It's so silly. Silly, silly, silly. Humans are silly. That's why I'm so glad I'm not human. That's why I'm so glad I'm half cat. Cats don't have to worry about those kind of things, Cats don't have to worry about these kind of things. Yes, exactly. But it's come to the point where almost every opinion is like that now. It just depends on the varying degrees of the severity of the attack or policing and stuff like that. It's like things like major things like involving like communities of people. Then it's horrible. Even if it's like, oh, I don't like macaroni and cheese. If someone says they don't like macaroni and cheese, what? You don't like macaroni and cheese? Are you crazy? Are you high? Are you stupid? Blah, blah, blah. Like, things like that. I am half human. And I'm not immune to these kind of things. I'm not. I'm absolutely not immune to these kind of things. But it's so silly that people have these massive disagreements over the silliest things, when at the end of the day it's nobody's choice. Oops, that's on the wrong layer. There we go. At the end of the day, right, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, that's, yeah, like, a difference of opinion, like, and there are some opinions I cannot agree with simply because it does invalidate other people, the existence of other people. Like you said, like Nicholas says, like, disliking mac and cheese is an opinion. Disliking racist is not. I don't like people who are bigots toward other people for whatever reason. I absolutely abhor and dislike that because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all start the same, we all end the same. Why spend life being so angry, hate-filled, and bitter like that? It really makes no sense. It really makes no sense. Sometimes I just don't get humans. And yes, I may be half human myself, but I'm half cat. And I didn't grow up this way. I didn't grow up with people being so blatantly hateful. I'm not ignorant to that fact. I'm not. Creator's the kind of person who could care less what kind of person you are. He's the type that is just like me. We don't judge based on a person's, likes, dislikes, identity. We judge based on character. And if you're a good person, it doesn't matter if you're this, that, or the third. You're a good person because you're a good person. But if you're a garbage human and you're absolutely terrible because of whatever reason, then you're not worth my time, and I don't want to know you. Do I have 9 lives like a cat? I don't have 9 lives like a cat. I have 1, and I like it. I like my life exactly as it is. I like my life. I like who I am. I don't want to ever change that. If I had if I had 9 lives, I don't think I would be the same in every life. Is that a weird thought? I think that if I had 9 lives, each life would be very different. Like, if this was my first life, my second life, I might be a totally different Kay. Or maybe even my third life, I might even be more different. Who knows? I don't know. I wish I would know. But yeah, no, cats having 9 lives is an absolute myth. Cats having 9 lives is a myth. I wish I had 9 lives. I would be much more reckless. I'd be like, what? I'm gonna go outside. I don't care if I get captured and dissected. I have 8 more lives. Huh? Oh, auto-saving. Ow! Auto-saving. Right, all that aside, I don't know. People are funny. Human behavior is intriguing, and I don't want to get too into it. I don't want to get political with it. I don't like talking politics, so I'm not gonna get political with it. I just know that bad people are bad people. Good people are good people. If you're a good person that has genuine care and love and tolerance for others, then you're someone I want to be around. And if you're not, then I don't want to know you. I don't want to know anything about you, and I don't want to be your friend. Because I don't know. I don't have time for bad people. I don't have time for bad people. And I'm not saying that every person you can be a good person, absolutely. But if you are one of those kind of people that just are like awful, that invalidates a person's existence because you disagree with it for whatever reason, then you're not a good person. You can be a very charitable and kind individual. You can be someone the community absolutely respects. But if you're that kind of person that has very intolerant beliefs of other people's existences or lifestyles or personal choices, then you're not somebody I want to be with. I don't care, like I said, I don't care if you're not someone who likes tattoos. I don't care if you're someone who doesn't like piercings. I don't care if you're someone who does nothing but get tattoos. Or if you're somebody who genuinely don't like tattoo parlors. That's your personal choice, but when you try to make your choice my choice, then that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. Right there. That's the line I draw. That's it. That right there. That's the line. That's the line I draw. Have I ever dated? Yes, I have dated. I have dated before. I don't have a cat boyfriend. I told you I'm the only cat person. I'm the only cat person that creators ever created. I've asked him to try so I could have like a friend or a sibling or something, but no, I've never dated a cat person. I've never dated another cat person. I'm open to it. I'm open to dating another cat person. But yes, I have dated before. I have. Oops, no. I didn't mean to do that. And I would be happily open to dating another cat person. Actually, they don't even have to be a cat person. They just have to be a person. They just have to be a person. I don't discriminate a person based on gender or half humanoid species. I've asked and he doesn't want to. I think after me he's done with cat people. I don't get why. I feel like I'm quite delightful, but I feel like I'm quite delightful, but he doesn't want to make another me. I think he's done with making abominations of nature. So it is what it is. I'm not upset about it, but any means. There are a lot of other cat people out there in the world that exist, so I can always ask them. I mean, have you not seen the amount of cat VTubers that exist? I would happily date one of them. Very sweet people. I've met a lot of really sweet people. And I think I would be very happy to meet some really amazing people. I don't know. I'm not big on dating, I guess. I guess I'm not super big on dating. It's really hard to meet someone when you're a cat person that lives in a basement. It could be really difficult to meet people. Or meet people who are really tolerant of the fact that you're, a cat person. It could be very difficult to meet people that way. One day maybe I might meet somebody who is perfectly okay with me being a cat person. And won't blab to the government about me because I don't want to get taken away. I don't. I like my life the way it is. I don't want to get taken away. But yeah, so that's basically it. I don't, as of right now, as of right now, I don't know about dating. I just exist to exist for you guys. I exist. For me, that's enough. For me, that's enough that I exist, and I'm happy. I'm happy where I am right now. I don't know. You know what irks me? What really irks me, and I will talk about how that this irks me because it's something that really does bother me quite a lot. That people like to validate themselves, or there are people who feel the most validated when they have a significant other, and then that significant other, it kind of feel like they justify their existence by having a significant other. I don't know, maybe that's me. I don't like that sort of thing. Like, a person's existence shouldn't depend upon another's life. Like, you are worthy of all amazing and good things, and you don't need, like, a partner to be able to, justify your worth of being. You're a person that's capable of love and acceptance and deserves love and acceptance and respect. And you shouldn't have to be with, like, a significant other in order to, deserve that. Every person is worthy of love and respect, and they don't need another. No one should ever be the cause of justification for that. You're beautiful and wonderful and deserve all good things. It doesn't matter whether you're single, you're taken, whatever the case may be. You're a person worthy of amazing, wonderful things, and you are very much loved. And you don't need someone else's validation for that. And I want to say that because there's a lot of people in the world that are like, oh, well, what's the point if I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a significant other? Like, you don't need a significant other in order to be loved. You deserve love regardless of who you date or you don't date or whatever the case may be, because at the end of the day, you're a person, and your feelings and your thoughts matter, and as long as you're a good person and you treat people with respect and love and care and kindness, then that comes back. That comes back to you, and the universe rewards you for that sort of thing, At least that's what I believe in. And, in a world that's so full of negativity, you should definitely be able to spread that love for yourself and for other people. But you don't need other people to justify your own existence. You exist because you were brought into this world, and you are deserving of every good thing that happens. If you're a good person, then you definitely... not to say that if you're a bad person, you don't deserve good things. Of course, every person deserves good things, but it's better when you're a good person, because the energy you receive is the energy you get back. At least that's how I believe it as. That kind of weird cosmic force thing of just, be good to others and others are good to you. If you're good to the world is good to you, kind of thing. Well, I know it's not realistic, because I know bad things happen to good people all the time. I feel like when it comes to like people to people, that you deserve respect and love from your peers, from your family and friends, and your existence and worth is not justified by other people's opinion. As long as you feel that you are worthy of good things, then that's enough, you know? And even if you don't feel that way, you absolutely do deserve good things, you know? Because, we're all people, and we all deserve love and respect and equality. And, that sort of thing is so hard to get nowadays. And it makes me really sad to see that people tear down other people, and they can't share, they can't hold the capacity for love and care anymore. It's really sad. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. I love you guys too. I truly do. I may not know you guys personally. I may not know you. You may not know me from a hole in a wall. But at the end of the day, I do love all of you because you guys have helped me build a wonderful community full of love and care. And I would love to be able to continue seeing this community grow. And be able to see how many wonderful people can be here and share love and kindness, and be a part of a better community of people. Instead of spreading hate all the time, we can spread love and kindness and understanding and respect. I feel like that's what I feel like our community is going to become. That's what I would love for our community to become. A place where we can just love and respect each other and validate each other and bring each other up instead of tearing each other down and stuff like that. I really truly would love for us to become like that. I would love nothing more than for us to become a community where we're just full of love and kindness and care. And, we can bring each other up and become very supportive of one another. And be, like, really good to each other. And help spread that goodness, because the world needs more goodness. It needs more kindness and understanding. It needs more of that, because the way the world is right now, it's very scary. It can be very scary for someone like me who's very different. It's a bit of a struggle when you're so different, and you come into the world not knowing anything, and you want to understand, and you want to get better at understanding. And I don't know, it can be really scary. It definitely can be really scary to think about when you're in this world and you don't know, where was I going with this? Like, it's scary to be in a world where you feel like you don't belong, or you can't belong because there are so many of the outliers saying that you don't belong, and it can be scary and very tiring too. I don't know. I just don't want to be one of those people that are like so full of anger and hate. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. I want to be a person that can spread lots of love and kindness and care. That's the kind of person I want to be. I just want to spread love and kindness and respect to others. And that's the kind of person I want to be. That's the kind of person I want to. That's the kind of person I've always wanted to be. A tolerant, caring, loving person. And I think I'm doing a good enough job. I think that I'm in a position where I could say I'm a tolerant, caring, loving person, and I just want to be able to encourage others to be kind and caring and tolerant and loving. And, I don't know, the world is so janky. It can be very discouraging sometimes to see the world like this. And I just want to be a force for positivity in the world. And I hope that you guys being here with me share the same ideas. Share the same ideas, share the same thoughts. I'm going to make another layer because I'm genuinely concerned of whether or not I'm going to mess up the rest of this. I'm gonna make a new layer. There we go. That way, if I mess up, it's not the end of the world. Actually, let me do it like this. That's better. Aha! Ah, the power of layering! But I love all of my floofles here. I do. I love all of you. All of you that are here to support me. All of you that even tune in just for a couple of minutes just to say hi and see what I'm about. I love everybody that's here. Everyone that comes. Everyone that just pops in. Everybody. I love everybody. I like people. I like people. And I like being able to meet and interact with amazing, wonderful people. Right, I agree. It's been a blessing meeting you too. You're one of the sweetest people I ever got to know, and I wish we could. And I would love for us to be able to talk more. I feel bad that we don't get to talk much. I know you get very busy, and I also get very busy. And I would love for us to be able to talk and hang out more. But I love you, friend. You're a wonderful friend, and I enjoy when I get to see your streams, and I am so happy whenever you get to visit mine and stuff like that. I really thoroughly enjoy it. It makes me super happy. Like I really am super appreciative of everybody I've gotten to meet being a VTuber and stuff like that. I'm not crying. I promise I'm not crying. I have really bad sniffles. I just have really bad sniffles. Yeah, I would love to be able to support everybody too. There's so many wonderful and talented people that I get to meet. And I really want us to be able to support everybody. Because everyone is so wonderful and deserves all the wonderful things. Everyone deserves wonderful things. You're a great friend too, Red. You're a great friend too. I enjoy being able to talk to you. I really do. But yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done with the flat colors. I'm just sloppily filling it in and I'll clean it up. Just want to make sure I get every nook and cranny and I don't forget anything. She's looking great. She's looking great. She's looking great. She's looking great. We're almost done. We're almost done. I'm just gonna take an eraser and just start cleaning up these edges. Being a little sloppy. It's okay to make a mess as long as you get to clean up afterwards. Speaking of making messes, you know what's something I've always wanted to do? I've seen people make like slime. You know, everyone has that slime craze where everyone's just making like slime stuff. I always thought that looked super fun and I've always wanted to try to make it. But then I feel like I would be offending our new slime friends that we just got in from my creator's main jobs. He stole a couple of slimy samples and they reproduced. And now we got some slime friends that are just kind of getting used to the new place. I want to bring one of them in to show you guys, but creators like let them adjust, let them stabilize, and then you can do whatever you want with them because I really don't care. They're more for he said he bought them for my entertainment, and I was like, yay! I got new pets, so I got slime pets, and I can't wait to play with them when they're stable. So that's gonna have to wait though. It's gonna have to wait. They're slimies. They're slimy. He says he took some samples from the slime creatures that he got from his main job, and he's like duplicating them so that I can have pets. But at the same time, he's experimenting with them as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen because creator's weird that way. He does weird stuff for the sake of like his sciencey stuff, and I respect that. You know, I respect that. If he wasn't always messing around with the laws of nature, physics, and science, I wouldn't exist. And you know, I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy I exist. So I can't wait for our slime buddies to stabilize, so we can play with them. Um, so they're good. They're cute. I've already seen them. They're very cute, and I can't wait to show them to you. I gotta name them, so I think I'll end up doing that next time. I think when I bring them in, I'll be able to name. You guys can help me name them. It'll be fun. It'll be our new pets. Our new pets. Eraser. There we go. Okay. I think we're just about done. I like to think we're just about done. Big brush. Do a nice light blue wash in the background. Oops. Oops, I forgot to clean up the side of the arm. I will clean that up right now. Okay, let me just... That would make sense. Just get closer so I don't mess it up. Messed it up anyway. I will fix it. Oops. Eraser. Alrighty. I think that's as neat as it's gonna get. Ta-da! We did a drawing! She's done! She's done! Slime... Slimantha. I don't know if our slimes have genders, but you know what? I like Slimantha. We'll keep it in mind. We'll keep it in mind. I promise. When the slimes have finished incubating and they are ready to be squished, I promise. I will help you. I will keep that name in mind. But yeah, I think our friend is done. I can't. It's hard to write. Yeah, it's hard to write on a. It's hard to write on a pad like this. But I did it. We did it. We have finished. She's done. I don't know what to name her. What should we name her? You guys? What should we name her? What should we name her? I want to name her. I don't know what we should name her. She looks great. Maybe some small finishing touches. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing some finishing touches. Like, some... Let's... Get some blush. Get some blush on the cheeks. Let's see, where is the blender? No, I hate it. We'll just keep her flat. I'll just keep her flat. Felicia? I like Felicia. That sounds like a good name. Felicia sounds like a good name. That'll be a good name for her. That'll be the name for her. Oops, that's thick. We don't need it that thick. It's so hard to write. You guys, it's so hard to write on this. It's really, really hard to write on this. I'm used to writing in script and much faster. This is terrible. It's so bad. I did not leave myself enough space to write. I did not leave myself enough space to write. It's okay. You know what? Her name will be Felicia. That'll just be her name. I love her. She's awesome. She's awesome. I love her. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna go back to my bedroom space. Yay! You guys, thank you so much for joining me today on the stream and dealing with my repetitive ramblings of my brain goo of things I've been worried about lately and had on my mind. But you guys have been so wonderful. You guys have been so lovely. I love having you guys here, and I thank you so much for putting up with my nonsense ramblings. I know I ramble a lot. I know I have a lot to say, a lot on my mind, and a lot of it that doesn't make sense. But thank you so much for tolerating me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being so wonderful. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate when you guys are here. I really appreciate when you guys talk to me and hang out with me, and I love it so much. You are all so wonderful and lovely and amazing, and I know I'm a little low energy today, but it's because it's been really, really hot and uncomfortable, and I don't do too well with hot weather, so yeah. But I love you all so much. Please, all of you, please, tomorrow, let's tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be our writing stream where you guys are the ones that have control. You're the ones that have control. You guys are the ones that are gonna tell me what to write. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what amazing and what fiendish things you guys are gonna come up with. I am looking forward to it so much. I love you all so much. Remember to hug your friends. Tell someone you love them. Be a force for good and positivity in our world. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I really hope you guys come tomorrow. I'm super excited for it, okay? You guys, I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye!
Yeah.